I'm here with Chris Hobbs of Too Tall Totems. Chris is an Apple developer, and it has been a big day for Apple.
It sure has. It sure has.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, tell me, what was the thing that stood out for you most about today's announcement?
Well, it's the ecosystem. It's locking everyone into Apple at this point. You know, we have Apple Pay, we have the Apple Watch. Be careful not to say iWatch. It's the Apple Watch, and the two new devices. They just look fantastic.
So Apple is following the lead of some other manufacturers with a larger phone. What do you think consumers, is there appetite for this? Is a long demand in the market?
Definitely. It shows they've been listening to the market, which is not really an Apple thing, to be honest. They've been noticing that the phablet market is growing immensely. If you go to Asia, I just got back from Asia last week, everyone's got the large screens. It's very popular, and Samsung's been cleaning up because of them. Apple realizes they need to get into this game and get into it properly.
Everyone was expecting an iWatch. Mm-hmm. We lost the i,
yep.
But we got a watch.
It's an Apple Watch. Apple Watch, and it looks great, and 3 different versions of it. No price announced. It's going to be sometime in 2015, but it's got a lot of features built in.
Well, that's the thing. I heard the price in U.S. dollars, $349. That might be a bit steep for some consumers?
That is for the bottom model. Okay, so these are 16-karat gold models they're announcing in here too. So $349, that is just going to get you into the market. It's going to be an interesting device, but I look forward to much higher prices when it actually launches.
So at your company, what's on the next on the agenda? Are you going to be starting to develop for the watch?
Oh yes. Oh, we're excited about the Apple Watch. I'm already imagining the Apple selfie. When I was in Asia, everyone had those sticks that were out there, but my wife and I were trying to figure out, how do you touch the button? Well, there we go. Then that would take probably 5 minutes of programming.
But I think the problem with Apple has been that the hardware itself has sort of plateaued to a degree, and the apps are what really make the platform interesting and compelling. And the fact that most of the apps that are developed typically drop first on Apple, usually follow very closely by the Android side. But definitely the ecosystem that Apple's built with their app platform is really what makes our phones useful. The hardware stuff is nice, but if it's just incremental platform type changes or a slightly faster chip or this or that, that's not going to compel the average person. It's going to compel geeks like me and you to upgrade, but it's not going to be something as useful enough to like, oh, well, that has one little feature I need, but do I need to spend $600 on that feature, right? So that's where the apps come in, because they can be upgraded, and it seems like they're still continuing with their backwards compatibility for a while at least. So.